Hey everyone, I'd just like to take a moment to realize that we would not be here today as student athletes without our coaches, our teammates, our parents, and most importantly, Mr. Bryan, our amazing athletic director. I would just like to take a moment and show appreciation for everything he's done for us in the school.
Hey Mr. Bryan, you've been my rugby and basketball coach for 3 years now, and you are an absolute inspirational role model. Through all my anxiety attacks and breathing problems, and then trying some successes like when we didn't win provincials and then when we did win provincials, you've been an absolutely fantastic mentor to me, and I extremely appreciate it. Not just the stuff that we've gone through, but also all the work you do with bonding on the rugby team and the basketball team, making sure that we as a team have the best experience possible.
Hey Mr. Bryan!
Thank you for being a supportive coach and a good friend as well. And I wish you the best of luck after I'm gone.
Hey Mr. Bryan, thank you for all the work you do for the girls rugby team, taking us to Rosse and PEI. We know it's a lot of effort for you to take time away from your family for us, so thank you.
Hey Dad, thank you for everything that you've done for me. I've seen you coach sports teams before and I'm glad to be part of it this year.
Mr. Bryan, I just want to thank you for everything you've done for the athletics at Avenview and everything you've done for me personally as an athlete. I wouldn't be the athlete I am today without you, so thank you.
Hey Mr. Bryan, I would just like to thank you for introducing me to the sport of rugby. I wouldn't have fallen in love with it if it wasn't for you. We appreciate everything you do for our team.
Hi! Hi Mr. Bryan. So, we're supposed to make a little video here to thank you for everything that you've done for us, for me, whoever, or talk about any memories we've had. So, gosh, there's so many things that I could think of. I'm glad I got to experience everything that you got to teach. I respect you completely, and I think you're an awesome role model for any student, any athlete, and I wish you guys the best of luck, and that I wish I was there to cheer you on, but someday again I'll be back there and doing just that, so see you then. Bye!
Hey Jimmy, heard this video was getting made for you. We thought that was pretty cool, so we wanted to be a part of it. We're just here to say thank you for everything that you have done for us, and
Thanks for all the rugby years and the sports that you've got us to play, willing or unwillingly here. You made high school a great time for us.
taught us a lot about teamwork, and it was just a really great experience having you as a coach. And I guess I just know how much you always wanted to someday coach your own daughter, and I'm happy that we got to avoid that gap for you until you got the opportunity to do so, and I'm really happy that you get to do that now, because I know you always wanted to do that. So thanks, Jimmy.
Thank you, Mr. Bryan, for everything you do around here, and I'd just like to give a personal thank you for your dedication to our basketball team and making us provincial champs this year. We couldn't have done it without you.
Hey, Mr. Bryan. Even though we haven't had the opportunity to have you as a coach for any of the sports teams that we've been on, we did have the privilege to have you as a teacher and a mentor. So we would just like to take this time to thank you for caring just as much about sports and athletics as you do about our education, leadership opportunities, as well as how much you care about us kids working as a team. You really encourage students to get out of their comfort zones with things like the Gym 10 dances, and have given your PE League classes so many different opportunities that we wouldn't have had otherwise, and we really appreciate it. So thank you for putting 110% into everything that you do.
Hello, Mr. G. I just want to say thank you for being a really nice person to me, helping me and giving me advices in my courses and advices in my life to keep my head up and being a secure person for myself. Yeah, it really helps me a lot because, well, I feel like if you're kind of a parent for me, and I just want to say thank you so much for make me part of the team and introduce me to all these amazing people.
Hey Mr. Bryan, I want to thank you so much for all of the countless opportunities and experiences you've given me throughout my 3 years of high school. If it hadn't been for you, I wouldn't have been able to have fallen in love with such an amazing sport, nor would I have been able to have pushed myself to be the absolute best that I can be. I also wouldn't have been able to have had the opportunity to have met so many amazing girls that I was able to share many memorable moments with. I know that sometimes we butt heads, but at the end of the day, you're one of my biggest support systems, and I wouldn't be where I am today without you. Thank you so much for believing in me and giving me a sense of confidence every time I step out onto the pitch.
Hello, Mr. Bryan. I'd just like to thank you for everything you've done for me. Being someone that comes from a non-athletic perspective, you've still done just as much for me as a teacher. You've taught me a lot about leadership and how to be myself and how to open up to crowds, and I'd just like to thank you for that.
Hello, Mr. Bryan. I'd like to take this moment to thank you for everything that you've done for me. I know being a coach or a teacher, you may not always realize if all the work you're putting in is really paying off, or if like the student or athlete is really taking in what you're trying to teach them or coach them. I think you should know that your hard work does pay off, and I am very thankful, and I'm sure many others are. I'm just glad I get this chance to voice it. All right, thank you, and have a good night.
Thanks, Mr. Bryan.